What is a pre-engineered metal building? Today, we're going to discuss the misconceptions and advantages of these structures. My name is Beth Frerichs. I'm the Director of Marketing and Communications for Chief Industries, and I am here with Corey Tompkins, the Standards and Systems Manager for Chief Buildings, and we are going to talk all about standards of metal buildings for your industry.
Buildings in general.
Metal buildings in general, absolutely. So to kick us off, Corey, tell us about what a metal building is.
What a metal building is like a metal building systems, we like to call it. So a metal building systems, we generally work with a general contractor and architect, and Chief provides a custom engineered solution for that particular building, build to suit. Whatever they need, they get. It consists of primary framing, which is the structural around it. It's the secondary members, the purlins, girts, everything around that the wall cladding can attach to. And then generally a typical metal building roof receives a standing seam roof, and it works, works off of thermodynamics. It's able to move. It's a long-lasting metal building. The system approach is it's designed to all work together. All of those components are all reacting, supporting each other, and it's kind of similar to the automotive industry today where you have the glass and everything acting as this monocoque. So that's what the system approach of a metal building is. They're all prefabricated, in our fabrication facilities, cut to length. We provide erection drawings and details for the customer, and we deliver it to the site.
And I feel like sometimes people think, oh, metal building, that is just the machine shed you see on a farm place, something very simple. So there's a lot of misconceptions out there of what a metal building actually is.
Sure.
Can you speak to those misconceptions?
Yeah, so the industry uses a term called pre-engineered metal building, and that's kind of a misnomer in today's world, but the pre-engineered metal building started out years ago as that catalog building, right? You could order it up on the catalog, Sears maybe, or it wasn't Sears at the time, but something similar to that. They deliver it, you have a few size options to choose from, and you got what you got. So today there's nothing like that. So it's all working with the customers, building to what they need. Another misconception of a metal building is the rectangular box. They're definitely not rectangular boxes. We can, the look, the feel, the shape of the buildings are all custom to the needs. We can clad them in different metal panels. You can clad them in masonry, brick, glass. And the look is tailored to what the customer and the architect and the end owner really needs. Design limitations, there's so many different solutions, design techniques and solutions for seismic, and depending on where that building, if a building in Los Angeles is much different building in North Dakota and is a much different building in Florida, because it might look on the outside like a building, but it's very much designed and engineered for the loads and codes of those local areas.
And we know that construction companies use lots of different materials, metal, wood, a gamut of things. What are the advantages of a metal building system?
The two biggest advantages that I can think of are the speed of erection. So the metal building kit comes together, that solution, that system comes to the customer. It's all pre-cut to length. It's holes are punched as they need it, and essentially they just need to bolt that together. The other huge advantage is cost. The metal building design, we don't design a straight member necessarily in those primary frames. We can taper those out. We can change material sizes, material thicknesses, depths, and then we can create some material savings. Those material savings are passed on to those customers.
You've already mentioned a number of advantages. Are there any other things that would be advantages?
Sure, like all of our metal panels come pre-coated, so they all come with finish warranties. We have weather tightness warranties. Again, one of that key characteristic of a metal building roof is that standing seam roof that does not have any fasteners, and we offer a full weather tightness warranty to those. So there's that adds to that longevity of the metal building. It lasts, it's built to last.
Can you give us some examples of what are some of the metal buildings that Chief has designed?
Sure. Most people would think a typical metal building is that rectangular box. That's those warehouses and maybe some of the agricultural style buildings. But there's so many more, commercial buildings. And going back to, those misconceptions of a metal building, you could look at a retail center and not even know that's a metal building. So, and there's airplane hangars, indoor practice facilities, it's a pretty widely accepted, constructions type.
We know you guys work with a number of general contractors and they are working with architects, but walk us through the process of how a metal building is ordered, designed, produced, and then shipped out the door.
Yep. Again, so we work with general contractors or metal building erectors, and they're working with their end customer. What they're looking for that design build. They're wanting to build what that customer needs. So that general contractor works with that customer. The general contractor works with our sales team. They get the size, the scope, the takeoffs on what this building size, shape needs to look like. Then we work on entering it into our estimating system, which is a proprietary software that we design, or it's a design and what the metal building needs to look like, what all the features are, where all the doors, windows, heights, etc. Then we provide that quote to the customer. They'll come back with an order. That order then goes to some project managers, and the project managers then take it down a level. They start dissecting, and they start asking questions on how do we want to do this, how do we want to do this. They iron out everything to create that order. That order goes to engineering. Engineering takes a look, and they're trying to make that design meet all the loads and codes of that area, and provide some unique solutions at times. And not everything's that rectangular box, so we have to get creative. And like I said, there's a lot of different solutions and different techniques on how we do that. So the engineer gets it to what all the member sizes need to be, where everything needs to be located. That goes to a drafting group. Generally, drafting will create some erection drawings and some pre-construction drawings that the customer can approve through an approval process. We get that approval back. It goes back into drafting, and then we start nailing down all the parts and pieces. Drafting generally creates two products, essentially. They create an erection drawing for the customer, but then they also create all the fabrication drawings for the manufacturing. Goes right into manufacturing. Manufacturing is generally a week or two process from start to finish. By the time we get the order, get all the materials, a lot of those are stock materials, but if anything are special ordered, we bring all those in. We fabricate everything inside. And it's in a controlled environment. We do a lot of quality processes. We belong to a quality process that has material traceability, welder traceability. We do non-destructive testing on all the welds for seismic and things like that. Then it goes generally to chief carriers. Chief carriers, we own all of our own trucking companies. We've got experienced drivers. They're used to working with those customers to get it unloaded and get it staged so that the customer can erect.
So you mentioned you need carriers to actually provide these parts to whatever job site they're going to. And Buildings has a manufacturing plant here in our roots of Grand Island, Nebraska, but we also have a plant in Indiana as well as South Carolina. So why the diversity, and how many states do you guys actually ship into and have projects going on in?
It started out the one plant. Now we have 3 plants. We generally ship across the United States. So we have customers, regular customers in Oregon all the way up to Maine. We've done buildings all over the country, Alaska, Hawaii. We've even shipped something to Africa from one of our customers who wanted to do a missions trip there. But we're definitely a countrywide organization. We have over 400 customers that we sell to across the country.
So you absolutely have a huge customer base. You are focused on all 50 states and even sometimes global if that's where the customer wants to go. There's a lot of opportunities moving forward with these metal buildings for all the advantages you mentioned, and also just for the ability to have such a wide variety of designs and end product and end looks. So we are very excited to see lots of new buildings go up. I know they're going to go up around the country, and so we can't wait to come back and get more pictures, more ideas, and see what those designs look like with your team. So thank you so much, Corey. We appreciate it.
Awesome. Yeah, excited for you guys.